Everything I say on this channel and do is based upon my training and work experience as a clinical hypnotherapist registered with the International Hypnotherapy Association. I've always been a fan of working on my own because you can be hypnotized by others so easily, you know. They just have to get to your senses, one of your senses, right? And, there is more than, 5 senses there, like your taste, touch, all that. Because you have the sense of, sexual senses, right? And you have senses of other natures, like your bladder needs to be released or something. That's a sense, right? Like, what do you guys think? Wouldn't you call that bladder and bowel thing a sense that you get? And you gotta go, right? I don't know. So, I had this practice at the Family Wellness Treatment Center in West Kelowna, British Columbia. God bless them. And Cheryl Dirks, who allowed me to join her amazing team. And I worked with a lot of families and women, mostly men, wanted to come and think they were going to quit smoking because the wife at home made them come. But they didn't want to. He didn't want to quit, And guys, at the end of the day, this is the good news. When it comes down to it, you're not going to do what you really don't want to do, And I didn't want to quit smoking. So there I am, a clinical hypnotherapist. Well, whatever. I charged $135 an hour. That was my rate. I'd reduce it if they bought packages, right? So, yeah, I'd get people from out of town and they'd be driving by on 97 there. I got this woman who, her name was Gloria, and she was dying of cancer. And she came to see me. She was like, I don't know, 70 pounds or something. And I told her to come in to my studio. There she was at the family wellness, I think, massage therapy part where they drain you. If you have cancer, you build up fluid, right? So she saw me there and asked if she could have a session. So, of course, I come and have a session. You know me, I give away everything. And I bet I didn't, no, I didn't break even. I lost. Because I can't hold on to money. I have to reinvest it back into the business. You know, I just can't. And I didn't need anything, so that's just who I am. I wonder, what planet people come from that they can't just give a helping hand for free and not look like a nut bar or a pervert, right? But we all have talent that we could be given away or offered, and, feel good emotions. And we need those, don't we? Feel good emotions. Well, people tell me that, or they ask me, why always smiling? That's when I go abroad, like I was in Liverpool. I was 48 years old. I was traveling around in 2005, 2 years after my son died, right? I was traveling the world. Well, my family was back in British Columbia complaining that I was grieving too much and for too long. Okay, but there I was. I found myself around the world having the time of my life. Sure, I was grieving, but what's grieving? Grieving is unexpressed love. Yeah, that's what it is, guys. You will grieve what you didn't give in life, And the whole purpose of my video was to talk about the reincarnation trap that David Icke talks about. And I reserve the right to debate that some young man because he is leading everybody the wrong way. All the educated ones, in my opinion, do. They're not here to provide truthful information because David Icke calls it a reincarnation. Look at just what he says. It's his words, right? It's a reincarnation trap. Reincarnation trap. Well, guys, maybe the purpose of life is to be reincarnated with the ones you love and to come and experience the human senses. What? Why does he have to make it look bad? Right? Because I live alone and I live in extreme poverty. I'm going to tell you what I love about that. I love everything about everything, but what I love about living in poverty is it has helped me and taught me how to have fun stretching a dollar with using food. using my planning and preparing and cooking and freezing if it's going to be frozen too. And sharing what I do online with others, giving away, my playlist for health and wellness there. We share, and I give it away for free. In fact, I haven't asked for a subscriber, and I think it's some kind of cult or something, because I just can't ask. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And I don't fault anybody. Okay? And let's see where this lands.